Oh, man. All right. Um. All right. Race time. Okay, short quality. Thank God.
Look, I can't sell it to you anymore. I got a better offer from Davis, so. You said you'd sell that laptop to me.
14 with 2.
You're not buying that laptop from me. No. He's selling it to Davis. Yeah, so,
Looks like the field's been drastically changed. All right, so here, let me see here. What am I doing? Broadcast links. No, that's not the one I want. I want live streams, right? Yeah. Alright, live streams. There we go. Now, let's go to here.
What do you say I was arrested for arson? Why are you telling people I failed my IQ test? I didn't say that.
View channel. There we are. Share. With Discord. Live streams. Send. Alright, there you go. Back to YouTube. Alright, there you go. Back to YouTube. Alright, there you go. Sound tickets. Alright. If there's any problem with my mic, let me know. I think it's okay. I got back in those cheap ones. So hopefully it's working. But yeah, it looks like a drastic, almost quite a lot of new guys in the field here, I think. Anyways, I'm just gonna go make a coffee here.
Yeah, and only 310 a night. What? I got it for 200. You didn't check Trivago? You got it. Check Trivago. On Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple different sites. Hundreds of them. See? Same hotel, over $100 less. You should have checked Trivago. You should have checked Trivago. Check Trivago and compare prices and save up to 35%. Hotel. Trivago.
There we go. Got my coffee going. There. Yeah, so welcome back everybody. Brand new game or DLC. A1881. got me the DLC, so, well, almost. And, yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna have to commentate again. Yeah, I've done some, couple of practice sessions, not much, okay, so just to kind of get a feel of what's going on in the game. Couple of ditches I've noticed is pit speeding, pit lane. You're gonna have to be careful because they're not giving you. You're gonna have to guess when you're at the right speed limit, which I think is 49 here, or 89 if you're kilometers. I think. Okay. It says 60. Okay, but I don't know what that thing is. That thing is. It's yeah, it's weird what they did with that. And then if you're qualifying and a yellow flag comes out in your sector, your boost gets disabled. Well, the blue boost, right, which could cost you your qualifying basically. So a couple of little things that they're gonna have to fix, which I imagine they'll probably fix them pretty quick. All right. So yeah, we've got a lot of different guys, right? I know Fragile Tunnel from somewhere. I don't know where, okay, but I raced them before, I think. Toxic Elia, I'm not really sure about him. I don't think I've ever raced him before. If I did, it was a different name, maybe. Then Noir Eclipse. Noir Eclipse. Which would be Black Eclipse. Noir. Is it Noir? In French, black, I think, yeah. Black Eclipse Racing. Noir Eclipse Racing. Maybe he's part French. Yeah, and then we got Cerebo, Rolly, Parge, Escher Run, they're old. Roth is old. We've got Haggis. I think I know Haggis. Luca. I think I've raced with Luca before somewhere. I'm not sure where, though. Alright, but yeah, a lot of new guys in the league. But I'm glad to see that. I was wondering what would happen. It says 10:22. One watching. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So I think when I was entering the thing, I noticed it said 24. So it looks like you can have two spectators and 22 racers. Right. I was just wondering if this, with the extra 2 drivers, if you're still going to be able to have two spectators. Or even 1, right? But I think it said 24 drivers, 24 people allowed in the lobby. So that's good. All right. So yeah, I guess we're waiting on 4 guys or so, I guess. Right, quite a few new guys, so it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. Realistic performance. It must have been a little bit difficult to figure out the cars that everybody's in because there's some new guys, right? So their pace might not be known yet, and they might get into either a slow car or too slow of a car for their own pace, or too fast of a car for their pace. You know what I mean? I would imagine, right? But imagine after this season, that'll get all worked out again. See, if you do end up getting a good car, make the most of it. Right. Cody Cove's back.
Yes, I do. I care. We're talking about you. Sure you weren't. And you weren't planning your revenge either. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, I think, who are we waiting for? What the fuck? Rank it up. Bobo. Yeah, rank it up and Bobo.
Lacey, can I get some more coffee?
Coffee's on the buffet.
Buffet's out of coffee.
I would have thought him rank it up would have been in here right away. He was all ready to go. I think rank it up has spent a lot of time in practice on it, apparently, from what I've heard. Hey, I don't think setups are quite there yet. You know what I mean? I think the breaking's a little different. I think so far I've been noticing a lot more front brake being used. Right, so that'll be not so much like, you know, before I would be running like a 54, 53, but now it's like a 55, 56, right? Because the rear end is a little thing, and I'm noticing higher off throttle differentials. Right, I know that whatchamacallit is going with like 80 on throttle, but I think it's wrong. I think still you're best off with going with the 100 on throttle. From what I'm going from seeing other things, I think that's just in time trial. That's they're doing 80, but I honestly think 100's better. Pulls more when you hit the gas, you know, in the corners when you want to turn. If you have the lower off throttle, I find it doesn't want to. It's harder to turn the car with the throttle. If you know what I mean there. But yeah, it's supposed to be 14, I think, and 2 or 3 supposed to come later during quali or something, maybe. I think there's 20 full-time drivers, so there's 2 full-time spots. I think 1 Cadillac and 1 Audi. No, not Audi. 1 Cadillac. And, oh, Justin's here, so that'll be good. You can see how he's making out with this new game. He's really quick. What did I say? Yeah, it was, there's one, Austin Martin, that's the other one. Austin Martin and Cadillac seats open for full-time, but yeah, not all the full-time guys showing up for the first race. I thought everybody would have been excited. Maybe some guys are a little nervous they're not going to be, or they want to watch the first race and see how everybody does in it. I don't know. It's still a bit new, right? So it's a bit early to be doing the first race. Maybe. But I definitely think there needs to be an update being done because here's rank it up. Because there is some glitches, like I was saying, with that yellow flag comes out on your quali, and it disables the boost, so it'll really screw up your run. I don't see Bobo. So Bobo's not even going to qualify. If he does come later, maybe. Which is a shame. Well, he still might make it here in time, but you know what I mean? I haven't seen everybody race, so it'll be interesting to watch Justin go at it too, because I know how fast Justin is. Yeah, he's super fast. But you never know. This is the type of game that can really switch up the pecking order, because it is definitely different. You know what I mean? You can't just go out there and race. Okay, you're gonna have to press buttons. You're gonna have to yeah, you're just gonna have to try to, because it's a little weird. Yeah, you can't go full out and just race, right? Which is a shame. You're gonna have to have probably a little strategy, right? Maybe some setup things, right? But I haven't learned what to do with the ERS yet. I've tried none, just running none and using boost, but that can be a little difficult at times, right? Because I don't think that's the way to do it either. So we'll have to see. Spectator, here we go. Yeah, but you know what? This is where I'm going to be able to kind of see how everybody else is doing it. There's not a lot of DRS zones in this one, so at least you don't have to press the DRS button too many times. It's just the standard 2. The DRS zone is a little bit longer, though, in both zones. Right? You get it right away, almost like it's really close to right after the turn, so that's a big difference. And yeah, let's see here. Tire enable full. Yeah, I got that. So outlap. Well, he's in an Audi, which would make you think that he's a really fast guy, because this is a realistic performance. See, in quality, it should always be blue, right? But you'll notice if yellow flags come out, that blue gets deactivated, the extra boost, right? You got yellow boost, but it's not as powerful as the blue boost, which is the 1 second behind the car boost, right? And then you got your S mode, which is your wing, right? Which doesn't make any sense to me, okay? Why even have wing? If everybody gets it, you know what I mean? I think they just do it so the cars seem faster than what they are. You know what I mean? That's why they have the wings open. But opening wings doesn't make any sense to me to have it anymore. Because if everybody gets it, right? If you take it away, then nobody has it, so it's the same thing. Right? But I think because the cars are so slow, they want to make the cars look quicker, so they try to have the wings open up as much as possible to make the cars seem a bit quicker. These cars are generally around 3 seconds a lap slower than your normal F1 cars. Yeah, these are probably the slowest F1 cars you've probably seen in like 20 years. I think about 20 years, probably even more, maybe. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this electrical. I like that engine sound and all that stuff. Now, I think 113, you might see 112s today. Right? I don't think Noir here is on a particularly good lap here. Yeah, 118, so let's go see here. Let's rank it up. I didn't catch his, oh, look at that, though. It doesn't show me the modes they're in. Oh, you see what I mean? There you go. There's the yellow. See, so now he gets yellow and it goes to the blue. So he lost a little bit of power there, but this is shit. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, this is shit now. I really don't like this now. Because now, if you look in, it's not showing me the, yeah, I'm not seeing the, yeah, I'm not seeing the modes they're in. You know what I mean? I can't tell if they're harvest limit, deploying, overtake mode. But it's not showing me the ERS mode they're in. You know what I mean? If he's in none, going by what I'm seeing, yeah, I can't tell if they're he still got a good time though, 114.2. But yeah, it's not showing me, so I can't tell. I can't tell the modes they're running. Before I could tell if you're in normal or if you're in medium, none, or that, but it doesn't show that. So that's a downer. So I'm not really going to learn much here. That's the whole reason why I like doing this, but I'm not going to learn anything here. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I'm not going to learn anything here. Nobody's going to learn anything. Sorry for that. Yeah, enormously down where you see harvesting, right? They tell you the mode that the guy's running, right? If he's in none or if he's in medium or hot lap, but it's not showing that. So that's a big disappointment for me, anyways. That's kind of shit, so I'm not going to learn anything here. If guys are running medium and using boosts and stuff like that, yeah, I'm not going to learn shit. Real nice. Well, that's kind of a downer. That's what I was looking forward to for doing the commentary, was to be able to tell how they're using their ERS. But, yeah, it really doesn't give me much information at all anymore. So it's, yeah, there's a lot of things missing that should be added in. You know what I mean? Like coming in the pit, you just kind of got to guess that you're at the right speed limit. Watch your, because it's not giving you the that thing letting you know when you're in the red and when you go into the green. I noticed, and then like I said, the yellow flags. Right, depending on when you get the yellow flag, right? If you get it while you're in corners, you're probably all right. But if you get it when you're going onto a straightaway, it'll probably hurt you, because you're not going to get the proper boost that you'd want to get. But yeah, it's kind of shitty. Yeah, it's kind of shitty because I wanted to see how everybody used their ERS modes. And I can't see that. All I'm seeing is overtake mode. Which means, like, you know, but it's not telling me the ERS. You know what I mean? I think they're all running none, okay? It's really hard to tell, right? Because in the corners... And he's used it up right, I think, because you'll gain a lot through these couple of corners here, and then he'll get a little bit extra overtake for the last few corners here. You'll probably use some coming out here. Probably use a little bit here. And then finishing off right here. And Justin goes 114.7. 114.3, so it's looking like the, yeah, you're probably going to see 113s, I think, but, yeah, I would have liked to know how they're running their modes, but, the only thing I can really tell is when they're using their boost. I can't tell what mode they're running in. If they're leaving it in none, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not even getting the braking or the gas on there. I don't see any of the braking, so I can't tell when how they're using their throttle or their brakes. Not even on there. I'm not getting the RPMs. Well, the RPM over there, but I'm not getting the lights on the RPMs. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff missing. Yeah, they definitely need to do an update. It's too bad, right? Because I really wanted to see these modes that they're running. And there you go, 113.8. I think Rank It Up has been the guy practicing the most. Doesn't look like Bobo's gonna show up for the race. But like I said, this is a different game, like, you know what I mean? This is more more to do with your management, I think. Justin's usually really fast, okay, so I can tell you right now. There's Rock and Rolly. I think he's on his end lap, I think. He's going in, but he might be going on a hot lap. Let's see if he goes right around. Yeah, he's going on a hot lap, so. Now you see, he's using it different, right? Which makes me think that he's running a different Like maybe a medium or hot lap mode, maybe? I'm not sure, right? It doesn't show me on this thing. I can't tell you what's going on. I ran none, right? But yeah, I didn't really get that great of a quality. I think I did a 1:14.5 one time. Was the best I could do, and then the second time I used a different setup, but I kept getting nailed with those yellow flags, so I wasn't really able to put in a proper quality lap. But yeah, but I was running none and just using boost, right? But I think other guys are doing it a little bit differently, and that's what I was kind of hoping to see in the race. Was how people manage it. And 1:14.9, so he didn't improve. He actually lost time there. And well, he has time to do another run if he can recharge and get it going again. But yeah, it looks like the pecking order might change for a bit here until people figure out the game. Yeah, the ERS is definitely strange in it. Here goes Kojiko. You see, he just got one of those yellow flags. He lost the boost for a bit. I'm not sure that it cost him anything, but the minute the car slows down to let you by, it goes into a yellow condition, and then you lose your boost. I think he might have went over there. It's still going. He's up on his time, so if he can gain a little bit through here, I think he'll have a decent time. And 1:13.14.6. I think, like I said, I can't tell the modes that they're running, so I have no idea. So it's kind of upsetting for me because I was looking forward to trying to figure out how these guys are going to use their modes. And I can't see that anymore. Because once again, EA has left out an awful lot of stuff. Like I'm noticing I don't see the RPM lights going. You know, I don't see the overtake modes. Yeah, I don't see a lot of stuff. But it's looking like it's just going to be the 14 guys. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to end up showing up. So it looks like Bobo is not going to even bother to show up to the first race. And he's the last season's champ, I guess. I know Rank It Up's been practicing a lot, so he might have the edge just by because he's practiced more, I guess. I don't know, but Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I was hoping I could see how these guys are each running their modes. Here comes Bard. Doesn't look like he's going to improve much. But he does get to the second spot. So you got a Williams front row, it looks like. So you got Rank It Up and Bards on the front row. You got Yesher and Haggis on the second row. Kojiko and Justin on the third row. Rolly and Roth on the fourth row. Scarpo and Luca on the fifth row. Noir Eclipse Racing. Fragile Tunnel on the sixth row. And on the seventh row, we got Sir Ibo and Toxic Elijah. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Elijah. I was able to hang with Bards and Rank It Up for a couple laps there. But I was on Reds too, and I was also on a Red Bull, so. But, mind you, I don't play the game, right? So, I was quite happy that I just kept up for a couple laps. Yeah, I only play the game like that, like this week when I played it with the guys there. That was my first time playing in months. And I never played 25. I probably played in total the 25, maybe 10, 12 races. Yeah, I never really got into it. F1's been kind of slowly kind of getting out of my veins. It doesn't help that they do all this electrical stuff now too, because now it just, for me, I'm old, right? I'm not too good on the buttons. And I'm fine. There's a lot of button pressing you're gonna have to do, especially if you're gonna be switching modes, using boosts, and opening your DRS. It's gonna be a lot of button pressing. Which, I'm more concentrated on my driving and braking and steering input and throttle to be worried about. It's like half your throttle now is a button. You know what I mean? It's like NOS or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the electrical. Right? You might as well call it Formula E. You can hear it in the sound of the engines in the newer one. It's a little bit different, right? You don't have that nice, really roaring sound to the engines like you used to back when they were V12s, and I think they even had V10s at one point. V10s and V8s. But, yeah. I think next year, though, they were saying they're going to go to 60-40 instead of 50-50. So maybe that'll make it a little bit better, but I find you can't race. You gotta kind of race your own race and manage the ERS properly. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. It's almost like playing chess instead of racing. But yeah, that's kind of shitty that I'm not able to see the modes that they're running in spectator mode. It doesn't give me all that much information at all. I can't even see throttle input, braking input. I can't see the RPM lights. They've left out, there's an awful lot of stuff missing. So I'm not going to be able to learn much by watching here. If you get what I mean, because I'm not going to be able to tell how they're managing their ERS if they're running non-medium and stuff like that. I would have to log into their each individual streams and watch their streams to find that out. Which is a shame because I bet everybody watching wouldn't mind seeing that too, right? To kind of learn something. Yeah. I just want to see if other people are doing what I did, like run none and just use boost. Alright, here we go. So this is going to be the warm-up. Only 14 guys. So quite a few guys didn't run. And it looks like the pecking order has changed quite a bit, right? Because if you look at Justin, he's really fast. Okay, and he's down at 6th. But maybe as the race goes on, he learns to manage it, right? Could be also setups too, because setups are like all over the place. I know with Rank It Up there, there's like he had a total opposite spring setup to suspension setup to one I got, right? But they still seem to work, right? The one I had though was a little more pointier, where Rank It Up was much more stable and comfortable to race in. Apparently, lower tire pressures gonna give you better grip and better wear, but less straightaway speed. High tire pressures are gonna give you more tire wear and more straightaway speed and less grip. Alright, so which is almost the opposite of what last year's was, right? This is more realistic, right? To what really the tires do, right? Because in most races, they'll always start the tires really low because it boosts, the heat boosts the pressure up as the race goes on. So the pressure actually increases in the tire anyways. So they always start them on low. Oh, shit. Alright, here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing, boys. I almost missed that. So Rank It Up has decided to start on reds. So I'm thinking he's going to be pitting. He might go with a set of whites, maybe. And maybe he's doing it also to get an undercut. Right? And, yeah, he might be doing that. But I think with the reds, he's probably going to manage, he might be able to get around 24 laps. And then if he goes to a set of whites, he's probably going to be able to do the whole race, probably. I think it's going to be a one-stop race if there's no safety cars, that is. He's already out of that boost mode, so maybe that's why he chose to go with those reds, try to get out of his thing. That, or he's going with a different strategy. I think that was a warning there, I think. I'm not sure, okay, but it gave him the fastest lap. So I'm wondering if he actually did get a warning there, but it definitely looked like all 4 tires went past the white line. Let me see, make sure I got everything. Interval tire enable, okay, full track map, yeah. Yeah, it's not showing me anything. I can't tell what they're doing. When it's yellow, they're out of the 1 second range, right? So you can see Yeshurun's got the blue, right? Because he's within the 1 second of thing. But yeah, you can see the pecking order has definitely changed a bit here. Even like Yeshurun, you can tell Yeshurun's up there. And I think for Yeshurun, that's pretty good, because I think he was more of a mid-packer last season. You know, running in the mid-pack, you know. But now he might be a podium placer. But like I said, it looks like I'm seeing all these rocks flying up. It's what it looked like almost. I'm not sure if it's rocks or if it's something else that's supposed to be flying up. Oh, it's sparks. It looked like rocks at one point. So it doesn't look like Rank It Up really wants to drop back to give boost mode to his teammate. Which I wouldn't either, quite frankly. You're on your own. That's what I would say. Get some side by side there, Fragile Tunnel. I think a lot of people are getting used to this whole game here. Boost active. Fragile Tunnel, he's got the extra boost, the passing, the overtake boost, I guess they call it. I don't know, it's all weird now for me. The two Red Bulls seem to be running right where they run in real life. I don't know how F1 figures Red Bull's got the best engine. The two cars that are winning the most races, Ferrari and Mercedes, get the most upgrades. I don't fuck, man. F1 is just screwed. It's just, yeah, it's strange racing now. But I'm just looking at Rank It Up in bars now. It looks like bars might be starting to reel them in. I think maybe them tires. Maybe, but Yeshurun doing pretty good. Hanging in there. Oh, we got... He wants to get to the front. He gets by Barge, that's going to cost him some time. Probably good for Rank It Up, though, that these two start scrapping it out a bit. You can see now how much he's pulled another half a second or so now, just because of Yeshurun and Barge going at it there. Yeah, I think I think the guys on the reds will have to go to whites next. Right, but I still think that's still probably the best strategy is a yellow white. I think the reds are probably going to burn off around lap 24. Once he gets past lap 20, he's probably going to be in the window to be pitting for tires. It looks like Justin is starting to maybe get the hang of this a little bit. He's got Haggis there. And the Alpine pushing him. But he's in that boost range of Bards. Ooh, I think Yesharun went a little too far there, I think. And it looks like Bards will easily overtake him. But I think it's going to go back and forth. It's really strange, this depends how you want to use your boost and stuff, right? But I guess what happens is you get the boost for a full lap. You know what I mean? It's not just for a little bit, right? You get it for a full lap. Even after you overtake the guy, you still have that blue boost. Because you can see Yesharun doesn't have boost and he's right behind him. So that must be how the boost works now. See if Bards can reel in. I think they were making progress, gaining back some time there. But I think Bards kind of messed up and then let Yesharun make the pass. And then they lost some time, but it looks like they're gaining it back now. That if I was Yesharun, I'd actually just stay in behind here and save my energy. Because you're gaining on the leader, right? So stay in behind, don't slow down and pass. Gain on that leader because and then once you get to the leader, then fight for the lead. Is how I think I would do it, right? Just make sure you stay in that 1 second range. But Justin's out of that 1 second range, so that's gonna. But soon I can see him catching up if they start scrapping it out. But I can't see the modes, right? I'm seeing yellow fuel. I don't know what the hell that means, but they all got yellow fuel. Oh, no, Noir doesn't. I wonder what that yellow fuel can means. That they're dangerously close on fuel? You can see, Justin's used up all his battery. I think everybody's probably... You can see these guys are managing a little bit better, but I think he's using more because he's maybe without, you can see Justin is definitely trying to figure out how to use his ERS, I think, right now. And it looks like Bards is getting close. Maybe a lap or two. And it looks like Ranking Up's been saving his energy a bit, so that might help him out. But Bards is right in there. He's in that 1 second range now. So I don't see it kicking in yet, though, the blue. So maybe it has to be at the start of the lap. I don't know how it works. You have to be within 1 second of the guy at the start of the lap? I don't know. Because he's not getting the blue boost like he should be. You know what I mean? He's within that second, but I guess it starts at the beginning of the lap. You have to be within a second at the beginning of the lap to get it. Maybe. Is how it works. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Because he's not getting the boost. The blue boost. And now he does, you see? So it must be only activated. So if you get it for a full lap. But you have to be within a second at the beginning of the lap, I guess, is how it works. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But I imagine Rank It Up's tires, they're probably burning off quite a bit quicker than the yellow tires. But I think he can still do like a red-white. I think, and he's going to be good for the... No, but I wish I had more information. It showed me more information. So I could figure out like what's going on. How they're running their modes. But Yesher Run's doing pretty good there. He's hanging in there. So he'll be happy with that. Especially, you know, he was a midfielder, right? So, but like I said, this type of a game, I can definitely see it changing the pecking order. You know what I mean? Where the top drivers last season aren't going to be the top drivers this season because it's just a totally different style of racing, I guess you could say, right? But you gotta know what you're doing with your buttons is the key, right? If you're gonna be good on this game, you gotta know how to run your buttons and whatnot, right? But it looks like Rank It Up probably gonna lose that spot, I think, maybe this time by. Because I think Bard's just going to probably be able to blow by him if he can stay nice and tight to him. And hopefully Rank It Up can hold off Yesher Run from putting him down 2 spots, which might happen. But I think Yesher Run might be a little too far back. But nobody's got wings open. Why aren't their wings open? Did you see that? Nobody had their wing open there. And they should have had their wings open. Why weren't their wings open? Or maybe it just doesn't show it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not seeing any DRS. We'll see what happens. Everybody's supposed to get DRS, right? So let's see what happens when they come to this point. I'm not seeing DRS. So what, has DRS been deactivated or something? Yeah, I'm not seeing any DRS. Or maybe the wings are opening, but it's not showing up on my, I'm not seeing it on my HUD. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing it go purple. Yeah, I think there's a lot wrong. I think there's... You know what I mean? I'm trying to pay attention to their wing here, but I'm not seeing their wings open up. You know what I mean? I haven't seen anybody's wing open up yet. And that purple section is supposed to be wings open no matter what. And I don't see their wings opening up. Yeah, their wings aren't opening up. Yeah, I think something's screwed up. Because I'm not seeing anybody's wings opening up. I'm not seeing that purple showing up anymore. I'm just wondering if anybody's getting it, like, on track, because it doesn't look like it from what I'm looking at. It doesn't look like the wings are opening. And this would be a section where the wing opens, but I don't see it opening up. Yeah, that's really strange. Yeah, there's something definitely wrong here. I think maybe we ran the race a little early. Oh, holy crap. 15 laps only on the set of reds. Wow. And he comes out, so he's going for a two-stopper at least. Maybe he's hoping for safety cars like Hamilton there for starting on the reds, but yeah, you know, that's really strange because I think there's something wrong here because I'm not seeing the wing opening, right? Here, the guy's wing should be opening. But nobody's wing is opening. You get what I mean? Like it doesn't matter if you're within a second. Those wings just open up. Like, if you open them, they open in those sections, no matter what. But I don't see that. It's almost like the wings have been deactivated. I know they were working. Like in quali, I definitely saw them going purple on the right-hand side, but now it's just black. So I'm just wondering if the guys are driving, like, you know, it doesn't, when I'm looking at the cars, it doesn't look like the wings are opening up either. So I wonder if the guys are actually getting that. Especially if you're practicing and you practice all week with these wings opening up, and then all of a sudden you get to the race and they're not even existing anymore. That might be screwing you up a bit, messing with your head, because Yeah, like I swear their wings are not opening up. See, he comes around this corner right here. He should have DRS. But those wings are not opening up. I'm not seeing it going purple or any of that. Which is really strange. Right? Like, you guys will have to tell me after the race what happened here. Because it really doesn't look like anybody's getting wings. So, which, you know what I mean? If you're not getting the DRS, okay? If you're running a low downforce setup, you're going to be doing pretty good, I think. Because you're not getting the opening of wings on the straightaway, so the lower downforce setups are going to definitely probably be a little bit better, I think. Justin goes a little wide. I think Justin's struggling. Which is not something you see, because Justin is esports. This guy's fast. Right? So you can tell, yeah, it's messed up the pecking order, that's for sure. How's Yosher run? Is he hanging? Oh, he's lost that, he's lost that DRS. Oop, there we go with 10-second penalty for Roth. You might be able to dispute that one, though, if you go to the thing, because the way the pit lane is right now, it doesn't let you know when you're at the proper speed limit. You're just kind of guessing. I'm starting to notice a bunch of glitches I haven't seen before, like the wings not opening up. I don't know why that would be. Exceeding track limits, 10 seconds. That must have been a huge corner cut. It have to be to get 10 seconds. Let me go look here. Fastest lap, interval, tire, penalties. 16 seconds to Roth. 10 seconds thing. Well, rank it up. He's got fastest lap, but what tire is he on? He's on a set of yellow, so like he's not gonna go. He's gonna have to pit a second time. And I think if Bards can get to like close to like 25, 26 laps, I think he'll be able to pull 40 on a set of whites, maybe. If he gets 30. Can get up to about close to 30 laps there. Yeah, he's definitely going to be in the one stop range. But I guess them yellow tires, the red tire must have really burnt off quick on the... and here goes Barge. He's going in at lap 20. Let's see what kind of tire he puts on. He's put on another set of yellow, so that's definitely going to be a two-stop race, I think. It depends what... depends what... But rake it up, gained huge time on the undercut. About a second a lap, about at least. by doing the undercut, but so it looks like maybe their setup's burning the tires off really quick. Yeshurun's still out there. You never know. If Yeshurun can actually get to a window where he can make one stop, he might be in a shot for the win. Ranked it up, just got by Kojiko. Barge has an awful lot of people to go through. A lot of yellow flags being kicked up too, so I think Yeshurun is going to try for the one stop, which I think is a good idea. But it'd be nice to see, right? Their tire wear. Because I would have thought by what I had yesterday that the red tires would have lasted about 20 laps. We'll have to see how this works out. But I like the fact that Yesher is going, trying to push. I would like to see what his tire wear is, right? He's not losing an extreme amount of time either. And you know, Rank It Up and Bards both are going to have to pit again. And then when Yeshurun does go to pit, like, he's going to lose a lot of time, but he's also going to gain a lot of time because now those guys' tires are going to be quite a bit older, right? Not so much Bards, but Rank It Ups will be quite old by then, so he'll have a tire advantage on that. Oh, and there you go, another speeding, 10-second speeding penalty. Right, and that's because I think it has a lot to do with the pit lane. It's not giving you the warning, letting you know when you're in that mark for the pit lane line there. It's not working right, and as you can see, I think there's a lot of things not working right because it looks like nobody's got wings opening up. I'll have to go into the server and ask the guys if their wings were opening up, because when I'm looking at it here, right? Yeah, his wing's not opening up. And I'm pretty sure that the wings are supposed to open up no matter what. You don't... I even think the wings open up in the rain. They just disable the boost. But I don't see anybody's wings opening up in those purple sectors where the wings are supposed to open up. So yeah, it's not looking yeah, so it doesn't look like things are right. And and I'm looking at Yesher run, okay? He's not losing much time to rank it up on 9-lap tires, so Yesher run might pull off a win here. But yeah, it's definitely a different game. I don't want to be a counter, but I'm not sure I like it. Right when I drove it, I found out it's just, too much buttons. And I'm not able to focus in on what's important of driving. But it looks like Yesharon now is starting to lose a little bit more time, but I still think he's still doing good. You know what I mean? Because he's going to get them fresh tires. And you can see Rank It Up hasn't been able to catch him before he goes to make that pit stop. And if Yesharon can come out into a nice spot, it looks like Roldy's going for the one stopper too. Same with Scarpo. They're a little farther back. But I think for Yesharon, the one stopper will definitely play into his favor. I think if he can go another 2 more laps, I think he'll be good to go on the whites, right? If he can get it to 30, he's going to be in real good shape, I think. Because he's still holding a lead. And he's going to have about, depending when he pits, he's going to have 12 to 14, 15 lap pressure tires, then Rank It Up. And about 10 laps fresher than Bard's. So he's definitely going to have a tire advantage. Like, I like the physics of the game, like the handling of the cars and all that. It feels good in the steering wheel, right? It's just the ERS doesn't seem to be too cool. Okay, there we go. Yesharon went in, lap 20. And then he's going to go to a whites. Let's see where he comes out. Yesharon. Is he going to be able to hold on to that 3rd spot? I think he is. Looks good for him. Yeah, this is looking really good. So he's got nice open space. He's about 10 seconds behind Bard's, and he's on a fresh set of tires. And if he can close the gap at the same time, see, if I'm ranking up, I'm probably wanting to probably pit a little earlier than later to get onto a fresh set of tires so the undercut from Yesharon doesn't hurt him too badly. But right now, Yesharon doesn't look like he's gaining. He looks to be sitting around 10 seconds. We'll have to see how this plays out. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Yesharon's going for the one stopper. I'm not sure how long the pit stop is. It's about probably 20 some odd seconds. Right, so if Rank It Up were to pit now and go on to a set of whites, I think Yesher Run would probably be ahead of him, probably be by about, 10 seconds at most. Probably under 10 seconds, so yeah. A lot of penalties being handed out. I'm noticing here. The Bards is starting to catch up. Maybe the tires are starting to wear on Rank It Up. And Bards might be able to reel them in. But I'm looking at Yesher Run on them set of whites. Not being able to do much. He's not really reeling them in. He's not using those fresher tires. It's actually, he's losing ground right now. He's not making up any ground, so the undercut's not working for him. As of yet, but maybe, now his tires are warmed up. Maybe he'll start to gain some ground. Maybe need to get a lap on the tires to get them warmed up a bit. And maybe he can make up some ground here. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Right? Because from what I can tell right now, it looks like this could be a three-way fight for the win between Rank It Up, Bards, and Yesher Run. I'm thinking Yesher Run is probably going to pit around lap 20-ish and go on to a set of whites. Or maybe another set of yellows. He might go for another set of yellows. But then I think he has to go a couple laps more. You know what I mean? But yeah, right now it's kind of hard to tell where this is going. I think, Yesher Run screwed up there. He must have messed up quite a bit because he lost a whole bunch of time. He's 13. He lost like 4 or 5 seconds. About 4 seconds, about 3 or 4 seconds. He did something. He messed something up. Because you can even see Haggis is now even closer to him. So something not working out for him now. So that's good for Rank It Up in Bards. But Yesher Run, yeah, he's got to really push now, I think, and try to close that gap back up again. Because whatever he did there to mess it up, that hurt his chances, I think. But yeah, it's kind of strange. I'm not seeing the wings opening up. I'll have to ask about that in the race if any of the drivers were actually getting it. And it's just not showing it on my thing. Because when I look at the car itself, it doesn't look like the wings opening. And I'm not seeing the purple on the RPM side that normally lights up. And Yesher Run doesn't look like he's happy with these white tires, because he's not gaining. He keeps losing and messing up everywhere he's going. Those guys are gaining on him on way older tires. We're about halfway through the race. So I think Yesharun's good to go on the tires, but he needed to be gaining ground on them, not losing ground like he's been doing. So I think Yesharun it might have a lot harder time now. And I think Rank It Up's tires are starting to fade because I'm noticing Bards is starting to slowly reel in Rank It Up. He can see him now in front of him, so he's definitely probably getting a little excited now, knowing that he's close. But I think Rank It Up is going to be probably going with an undercut. Right? It'll be interesting to see if Bards this time decides to pit at the same time as Rank It Up does. And what tires they're going to use, right? But yeah, it looks like this race is not quite right, from what I can tell here with the wing part, anyways, right? But who knows? You know what? Maybe in their cockpit it's actually working, and it's just on the game, it's showing the wings not opening up and whatever. But yeah, I'll have to find out from those guys if it was working properly. You know what I mean? But from what I can tell, it doesn't look like the S mode is what they call it, slipstream mode, which is basically DRS. It doesn't look like it's being activated for anybody. And it should be activated for everybody, right? Because it's just it's designated zones, and everybody's allowed to open their wings right now. But it's not seeming to work out that way. Yeah, you see, Yesharun, he really needs to close that gap up, because if Rank It Up hits, right, and goes onto the pressure tires, he'll probably be able to reel them in. Unless those guys struggle on the yellow tires too, right? But Yesharun might go with another set of yellows. Bards, he has to go with another set, either reds or whites. So I would imagine he's going to go with a set of whites. You know what I mean? But yeah, Yesharun doesn't seem to be really getting them white tires going that well. I think he's gaining a little bit on Rank It Up, but not really gaining. He's not gaining on Bards. Looks like everybody now is pretty well spaced out. There's Rolly. But it doesn't look like anybody's getting their wing opening. Right, which might be just an update that needs to come and fix that. But I'll have to find out from the guys if in their own driving if it was working for them, because it doesn't look like it's working. It doesn't look like anybody's getting their wings. But if nobody's getting their wings, then nobody's at a disadvantage, unless you made a setup that was low downforce. Then you're going to probably have a little bit of advantage on the straightaways from the guys that ran a little bit higher downforce, because they're not getting that wing to open, right? So they're going to be slower on the straights. But you can see Yesharun now, he's up in the 15. he's losing time, and he's on a fresher set of tires. All right. But yeah, it looks like everybody, it looks like Justin's had enough. He probably got frustrated. He probably couldn't figure out how to get the speed, how to work this game, right? Which I can understand, okay? Because when I raced it, it's definitely different. I think you have to have more of a, not so much a racer's mentality as you do a strategic mentality in this 2026 game, I think. Which is, is going to be nice for these guys, for other guys now that normally aren't near the front. But I had that before, there was one F1 game that came out there, and I was really fast. I was faster than people that I wasn't normally faster than. And then another game came out, and then I was back to where I normally was, But yeah, that happens though with these games, they change the handling a bit and the how you use the power and all that stuff, and it can change the pecking order of the drivers. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure Barge has been practicing a lot too, along with I even think Yesherun's been practicing a lot as well. They've probably been online trying to find out as much as they can about the ERS system as much as possible too. Right? Looks like Barge just overtook for the lead. But I think Rank It Up's still okay though, because Yesherun really he's lost ground since he went onto the whites when he should have been able to gain ground. And because he hasn't been able to gain ground, I think for Rank It Up, it's probably going to work out pretty good for him. He'll be able to at least get second place. I think Yesherun hasn't been able to use them white tires like he wanted to, and now it's not going to, I think he'll run up in first for a bit, but I think once those guys. But you never know. Maybe when Barge and Rank It Up pit, if they go to a set of whites, maybe them whites don't work out so good for them. You know what I mean? But I thought reds would have lasted about 20 laps. So, you never know. Maybe Barge and Rank It Up both go to a set of reds. You know what I mean? But going by what I'm seeing here, Rank It Up, since he started on a set of reds, okay, he can go to another set of yellows if he's got an extra set of yellows, which I think would be ideal, because it doesn't look like those white tires are working for Yesher Run at all. I don't know about the other guys. Right? But he doesn't seem to be doing that well on the white tires. Now with Bards has gone yellow. And rank it up, just dough bomb there. Not really a dough bomb, dive bomb. I kind of missed the entry, right? I don't know if it was really a dive bomb, but there wasn't any contact that I seen there, so I don't think it. I couldn't tell if he was beside him going into the corner or not, or had his nose in there. There goes Yesher Run. Let's see what he's going to go on. I have a feeling he's going to try to go with a set of yellows. I'm thinking. Oh, no, those are whites. So, we'll have to see here how Rank It Up does with a set of whites. But because Yesher Run wasn't really able to do much with his set of whites, he's on 14 lap older white tires, and Rank It Up is only 6 seconds behind him. But you never know. Rank It Up might have the same problem with these white tires. Maybe these white tires just don't work really well on this track. And then maybe Bards can stretch them yellow tires, that last set of yellow tires, a little bit longer. Because it looks like he's going a little bit longer this time on the yellows. And maybe he's trying to get himself into a red tire window so he can finish the race on a set of reds. If it's possible, I think that's the best way to go for Bards. Because I'm even looking at Rank It Up, and it looks like them white tires just are not working. It doesn't look like white tires. Like I'm looking at Rank It Up and Yesher Run, who's on 15 lap older tires, and I'm not noticing a huge big difference in pace quite yet. You know what I mean? Now there's lots of time. I think you might see it, but I think if Bards can get himself into a red tire, I think he'll have the advantage. I think if he gets himself into a window, and I think red tires, you can make 20 laps out of them. I honestly think that. I think, going by what I saw, okay. Because I could do about 10, 12 laps in a 50% race. So I would imagine in a 100% race, I would be able to do 20 to 24 laps on a set of reds. That's why I'm thinking maybe Bards, that's what he's trying to do. Right? Is get into maybe that 20 lap mark. Because he's not losing ground, right? You know what I mean? Keep staying out. He's not losing ground on them used tires. Get yourself into that red tire window, because them white tires don't look good. So, Barge, if you're listening to me, I don't think you want those white tires on your car. If you can get yourself to that window, you know, I think the red tire is going to be the... So, yellow, yellow, red, if you can pull it off. Because it doesn't look like the red tire, the white tires are so good on this track. Because Yesher Run is not able to make much ground up. He's starting to make up a little bit now on the Bards. But I think Bards is getting pretty close to that window where he can actually use a set of reds to finish off the race with a nice set of reds and maybe get that fastest lap at the same time. I do believe, going by what I'm seeing here, that Rank It Up will end up catching Yesher Run before the end of the race. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be close here between Bards and Rank It Up. But I think if Bards can get onto them red tires, I think he's going to have the advantage. Yeah. No safety car, which is good for some. Not so good for others. I bet you there's a few out there wishing a safety car would come out. Let's check out the penalties here. Oh, Ross with 25. The rest with 3. So 3 is not too bad. And Haggis has a pretty good lead on Kojiko, so he's looking good for that 4th spot right now. And Ross, well, I don't know, I don't want to do the math, but he'll lose 2 spots, it looks like. So that'd be good for Rolly. It might even go be Scarpo might even take that thing, but yeah, I'm just wondering. I think Bards is gonna go with a set of reds. I really do. I have a good feeling he's gonna go with a set of reds. It looks like those white tires are finally starting to be better than the old yellows of Bards now. But I think Bards is getting really close to pit time here. And every lap. You see, I think he's in the window for a red set of tires right now. 18 laps. Yeah. You know, going by what I saw on a 50% race, right? I would think he can do a set of red tires now. We'll have to see how it works out. Fragile Tunnel in for a set of tires. Rolly looks like he's running down, doesn't even get, he's not even, but Well, he does have a 3-second penalty, but I think he's gonna. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna pass Roth. What happened to Roth? Roth just lost a huge amount. What happened to him? He's like 22 seconds behind. What happened? Did he pit? Yeah, he pit. It doesn't show. It doesn't show pit. You see, there's glitches in this because it should be showing when he's going into the pits. But maybe that's because I have that on. There you go. Yeah, you have to have tires on to show when he goes in the pits, I guess. Bart's 28 laps on them yellow tires. I'm thinking, Bart, you might be thinking to get into that. Get into that thing. But I'm pretty sure he's going to put himself on a set of red tires. Which should be about 17 laps if he pits this time by. And he's going in. Here we go. Now we're going to see. Don't get a speeding penalty. And he gets a speeding penalty. Well, there goes the race. I would say that Yesher Run, rank it up, is probably going to win now. Because he got a pit. I don't know what the lead's going to do. Okay, because I know pit lane is broken. If they're going to allow maybe these guys to get away with those 10-second penalties. Because it looked like Bart thought he had the pit lane, but then all of a sudden sped up as he crossed the line. So, yeah, I'm wondering if there's going to be something in the reports where they're lenient, maybe. Maybe they cut it, instead of giving 10, they give a 5, or maybe they don't give any penalty for it because it's broken. I don't know. But I can tell you right now, Bard, if that 10-second penalty does stay, Bard just pretty much destroyed his race there. He was in the driver's seat, I think, okay? I think he was going to... I think he was easily probably going to win the race. I think we'll see how much time he gains here, right? We'll see how it goes, but I think he had the right strategy. But that 10-second penalty is probably going to hurt his race, I think. You know what I mean? Haggis with the fastest lap, 1:15.5. Good job by him. There goes Rank It Up. Just got my Yesher Run. Yesher Run's on a 12 lap old tires, 12 more lap older tires. But going by what I can tell here, it definitely looks like Bards will probably be able to catch up. But like I said, he's got that 10-second penalty, and I don't know what the league's going to do about those pit lane speeding penalties. because yeah, you because it is broken. Like it doesn't show you. You kind of got to guess that you're at the right speeding, at the right speed. But I did notice when he went into the pit there, he slowed down, and then all of a sudden he got back on the gas just before he crossed the line. It looks like, yeah, Rank It Up is a little impatient in behind there. But you don't see anybody getting that wing. I think, yeah, you see Bart. Yeah. Rank It Up kind of threw it in there. But in A18, if you just got your nose beside the next guy, apparently you have to give the line to the guy. So, you know what I mean? And now, look at that Yesher run, it's screwing up. But I think Yesher run's still going to be okay, because I think if that penalty does end up sticking, right, then I think Bards will end up in third place, and Yesher Run will end up getting 10. I think Yesher Run will end up getting passed by Bards, but because Bards has the penalties, he won't be able to get the win, I don't think, right? We'll have to see what happens, right, after the race, if that gets taken away or whatnot. I don't know what they're going to do, right, because I do know it's broken, and obviously there's quite a few things that are broken. I'll have to ask, because I'm curious to see if those guys were being able to activate their wings, because the way it shows it for me in spectator mode, nobody's being able to activate their wings, which is strange. Because like I said, wings now open up every single lap. Doesn't matter where you are in the field. It's the boost that you need to worry about being within the second. So yeah. So yeah, too bad that Bard's got that speeding penalty. Alright, like I said, I don't know if they're going to do anything about that in the steward's room, because there is a glitch in the pit lane where you can't really tell if you're at your speeding. Right? Because I do believe Bards will end up catching Rank It Up, I think. I think Yesher Run's tires are starting to fade quite a bit. And I don't think the white tire was a very good tire to start with. I don't think white tires were the way to go. Oh, and Bards has also got blue. He's got the boost mode. But yeah, that's kind of weird, eh? Because I did practice races with the guys, and as far as I know, the DRS S mode was working, right? That's why I got to ask that maybe it's just a glitch in me watching. It's just not showing it properly. Maybe. I don't know. Yesharon's got blue, but I think his tires just aren't going to be good enough. Yeah, I think Bards will be able to pull out a bit of a gap on him through the corners, I think. But, you know, with the 10-second penalty, I think Rank It Up's looking pretty good for the wing. So all that practicing thing, but yeah, there's a lot of new guys, right? So it's you know, there's only like Justin, that was one of the really fast guys. Bobo didn't show up, so I can't really tell what he's going to be like. But if going by what I'm seeing with Justin, who's a super fast guy, he doesn't seem to like this game, I don't think, because he didn't do that well. He wasn't outstanding in qualifying either, you know, and he's normally really, really fast. He's, you know, Justin and Jordan, the Swede there, were pretty close, the equal in pace. But, yeah, I think this game is going to change who's quick and who's not. But yeah, I hope EA at least fixes my the MFD there, the HUD, so I can tell more what's going on with the so I can see what modes they're running and everything else, because it really, yeah, I'm waiting through the end of the race so that I can ask the guys, were you guys not getting your wings open? Because to me, that's what it looks like. Nobody's got wings that open. It looks like the wings are set, and that's it. Nobody's getting DRS, because I haven't seen that purple come up at all. But, you know, it's EA, right? But like I said, I did practice races with them, and it was working for me at that time. Maybe somebody knows a cheat code. I don't know. Deactivates everybody's wings. Yeah, but like I said, there is nobody that's getting wings open. They're all the same, which makes me think that it's been deactivated somehow. Well, yes, you run. You know what? It's not over yet. Barge might be able to still pull 10 seconds maybe on Yes, you run. And maybe hang on to that second spot, right? But like I said, if that penalty doesn't get removed to 10 seconds, I think Rank It Up pretty much got this in the bag. I think. Then red tires are probably showing a bit of wear now too, so they're not as quick as what they were. He's not making huge ground up on Rank It Up right now, so I think he would like to try to pull a gap on Yesher Run. Because Yesher Run, you know, if Yesher Run can stay within that 10 seconds, and yeah, no one, we'll just check to see if he'd gotten any additional penalties. But if Yesher Run can stay within that 10, then Yesher Run will get that second place. But also, I'm not sure what the league's going to do about the pit lane speeding penalties. Because I think people were aware of it, so they might not do anything about it. Just because everybody was already aware of it. So you snooze, you lose type deal. But I think them red tires might have, he might have used them up. But like I said, with the 10-second penalty, if that doesn't get removed, there's not much shot that Bars is going to be able to win this. And with what, 5 laps now left to go? Still time to catch him, but like I said, that 10-second penalty is going to hurt him. But I think now those white tires are pretty equal to what the red tires would be, you know, in grip level. But yeah, that 10-second penalty definitely is going to end up haunting Bards at the end here. So whether he can, in 5 laps, open it up to 10 seconds to Yesher Run, so he can at least salvage the second place. But I'm not sure that he's going to be able to catch Rank It Up, because I think the tires have kind of equaled out a little bit, and he doesn't look like he's much quicker on those reds now than Yesher Run is. I mean, then Rank It Up is. Hopefully that Austin Martin gets out of the way nicely. Well, I think he did pretty good there. I think right now the Bards are just going for bragging rights because, like I said, that 10-second penalty. So even if Bards does end up passing him, I don't think he's going to win the race because I think people were already aware of it, the pit lane problem. So because you were already aware of it, you know, if you do get a penalty, you snooze, you lose type deal. So So I still think Rank It Up will end up winning the race, even if Barge passes them. Because I don't think they'll take the 10 seconds away. Maybe they take 5 seconds away because, but I can't see them totally taking it away unless he's got some good evidence to say that he was below the speed limit. But he's looking good right now. If he can get himself another 1.2 seconds, and he's got that 10 seconds he needs to secure the second place. I know Rank It Up and Bards have been practicing all week together, so and it looks like their practice has paid off, even for Yesher Run. That he's going to be happy with that third place, I'm pretty sure. He took a chance and went with the one stopper. I think it would have worked out, but it looked like them white tires just didn't work out for him. Right? Even with Rank It Up, I don't think he liked the white tires either. But it looks like I think them red tires might be given out now, because it looks like Rank It Up is able to. Looks like he's not having too much of a problem holding off Bards right now. So I think maybe them red tires are pretty worn down. Maybe. But I tell you, Yesher, what needs to happen here on this last lap for Bards is he needs to have a hell of a lap. He needs to get about 6/10. Okay, and then he can at least get that second spot. But I think Yesher Run's quite aware of that, and he's going to push as hard as he possibly can. And you can see he's already within it. Yeah, I think Yesher Run is pushing right now. Yeah, this will be interesting to see if it looks like Yesher Run's doing okay. I think Yesher Run might have this second spot. It looks like Rank It Up's going to get the win. And I don't think Bards is going to do it. It looks like, there we go, Rank It Up with the win. And then Bards in second. And it looks like he's going to get third place. It looks like Yesher Run does get the second place. So, unless that time penalty gets taken away, it looks like, and then we're going to have Haggis, I guess, is going to be in fourth place. And then Rolly, I think we'll get where he is right now, I think. There we go, Haggis. In fourth place, and then we've got Kojiko. And fifth. And then we got Rolly coming across here. And sixth. There we go. Yeah, a bit different. I'm gonna have to ask. Like I said, I think there was things maybe going wrong in the race there because I didn't see anybody's wings getting opened. But congratulations to Rank It Up and the Extra Run and Barge on their podiums. All that practicing this week paid off for them. So yeah, congratulations to you guys, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'm the Ghost, and I'm out till the next time.